Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me for this oracle card reading today. You can choose to stay with me throughout this whole experience, or you can skip straight ahead to the message. I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and bring your hands to your heart space. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Acknowledging the earth beneath you and the sky above you. May this message be imbued with the energy of Reiki, charging it with universal love and light for the highest good of all that is. Today's question is here. Let's take a look. What does Spirit want you to know about your divine feminine energy? What does Spirit want you to know about your divine feminine energy? The qualities of this energy is listening, resting, nurturing. So let's see what Spirit wants to offer us today for this question. What does Spirit want you to know about your divine feminine energy in this season of your life? We're going to do a pick and flip today. So we're going to pick numbers to know which card to flip to. Starting here, asking for Spirit to pick a number for the highest good of all that is. And for this deck here, this deck here, and our final deck here. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. We'll give the cards a shuffle and then we will reveal the numbers. So asking for Spirit to imbue these cards with today's message. What does Spirit want you to know about your divine feminine energy? The qualities of listening, resting, nurturing, healing, any energies within the spirit, within the mind, within the emotions, the body, that can be lifted to the surface for healing today. What does Spirit want you to know about your divine feminine energy? Resting, listening, nurturing qualities that are within you. Asking for Spirit to provide the message that is here to honor the highest good for you and the highest good of all that is. And finally, our Secret Garden deck. All right. So Spirit would like us to look at card number 2. And for this deck, Spirit would like us to look at card number 1. And for the Secret Garden, card number 10. And for the Rabbit Oracle, card number 12. Thank you, Spirit. Receiving these numbers, allowing your intuition to take these numbers in. Maybe they feel validating, confirming. And now to our cards, we have card number 2. So card number 2. That was a little awkward. Card number 1. Card number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and card number 10. And card number 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, I'm excited. Let's see what today's message is. What does Spirit want you to know about your divine feminine energy? The qualities of listening, resting, and nurturing. Saturn, I create boundaries and structure. So knowing that it's interesting that this is a nod to your masculine, your divine masculine energy, creating boundaries and structure, protecting these qualities of listening, resting, and nurturing in order to protect that space, right? The structure, boundaries, in order to protect your space so that you have quality space to really restore, to really recharge your energy, is that allowing your divine masculine to help with creating boundaries and structures so that you can enjoy that time for rest, so that you can set aside that time, so that you can protect that time, knowing that it fills you up, it recharges you, it restores you so that you can be your best. And just looking here with the sweet honeybees and the honeycomb and the sweetness of life, in order to enjoy the sweetness of life, there needs to be boundaries and structures created to protect that. And boundaries and structures are really great ways to build healthy relationships with others. They're not there to keep people out. They're there to create healthy relationship dynamics so that you're communicating clearly how you want to be honored and received in a relationship, and how you can be your best self when that person is able to honor and respect what you have established. That the reason why these boundaries and structures are in place is so that you can show up as your best self. And when you have people that know that to be true, and know that those boundaries and structures are in place so that they can receive the best version of you, those are truly gems of relationships to be honored. And for this deck here, wow, waterfall. Surrendering to the flow can lead to powerful transformation. Surrendering to the flow can lead to powerful transformation. The flow is the divine feminine way, divine feminine energy, being in the feelings, being in the energy, being present, really, really can create this powerful energy of clarity, of like the divine spirit like pouring into your vessel, insights, creative ideas. It's truly a way in just the healing waters, right? The waters, the current, the flow, and the power of a waterfall. So let's build on this message and see where we're going so that we can come back. So for this message here, truth, number 44. Just seeing the rabbit here, it looks like early spring, holding the watering can. Again, there's another reference to the water. Holding the watering can, planting the seeds of truth, right? Tending to your garden. And then, oh, look, this flower here has completely come through the rocks, right? Has found its own way, has allowed the inner truth to be seen. And nurturing and tending to those seeds are really powerful, right? Powerful transformation. Surrendering to the flow of how energy wants to express is really powerful in your transformation. So seeing this flower growing through I guess less than ideal space is interesting. And I'm just getting a nod over here. So maybe that is the way of the past, is like you're going to thrive and shine and be who you are regardless of your environment. But what if you can have better than that? What if the truth is that if you create boundaries and structures, people will meet you there. They will honor that. You don't have to continue to grow through the cracks anymore. You can be here and your scene can be the correct. I have there's an energy in my chest that's escaping. That message is connecting. You can have essentially a better dream for yourself. You can visualize a better environment to thrive, to be in community, to be in the sweetness, the abundance, instead of continuing to grow through the cracks. Like, yeah, sure, okay, that was one way, and it might have felt empowering if you need to have the story of being a hero through suffering. But what if you can do it a different way? What if you can protect? What if you can be in the flow, be with the energies, be in the healing waters, and allow that listening, that resting, that nurturing of who you are to be honored? What if that's the new way? Okay, let's see what the final card is here. Serenity. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. Yeah, Spirit is saying, what does Spirit want you to know about your divine feminine energy? That you can find now rest and ease in knowing that resting, listening, nurturing, being in the flow, allowing your truth to be seen is like the new way forward. It's a dream that is something that truly can manifest for you. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. In terms of success and fulfillment and feeling life purpose, Spirit is saying you can begin to have more ease around that. Society has been in such this mode of go, 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 press, 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 achieve, go to the limits, be outrageous, be insane, hold badges of honor for having, lack of sleep and not eating, and just like draining your energetic system in all the ways, right? That is no longer honorable. It's no longer honorable. There's a transition that's taking place where the divine feminine is coming in, and we're beginning as a whole society, which starts internally. It starts with you, but it's becoming more of a norm for the collective, is that we're going to be valuing the quiet days that are in the flow, and that we're going to be honoring our truth, and that we're all going to have these healthy boundaries and structures and lifestyle structures that are nurturing. They allow us to listen and be in flow with our intuition, and that is where we're headed. That is the new norm. And it's going to look different for each one, and that's where the unique individuality is. But what's coming through right now is when you understand your own unique way of your serenity, you're going to understand that for someone else, their serenity is going to look different. It's going to express differently. But the norm of the idea is going to be what allows each of us to honor each person's version of serenity. And so not only are you going to be able to do that for someone else, that's what's going to come back to you, is that there's going to be this new acceptance of what your version of serenity is, and that's going to be respected, and to see that serenity is a different kind of outward expression from another. And as a collective, the divine feminine rising is this idea that we're going to be honoring the flow of yourself and every other person and what their version of serenity looks like. And we're not going to be bothered by that. It's not going to consume us like it has in the past. There's going to be so much more ease and community around this. Wow. Thank you for being here for this message today. And may this message continue to support you throughout your day. Blessings and namaste.